establishment of Muslim League 1906, Surat Crisis 1907, Rowlatt Act 1919, Jallianwala Bagh 1919, Revolutionary Nationalism. These all points I am going to explain you. So first now here age of moderates. So here in this the leaders who lead Indian National Congress in the beginning are called as moderates. This National Congress leaders they are called the moderates. So the period between 1885 and 1905 is often considered as the age of moderates. Before in last class I explained you once again repeating some points. So here these moderates it is called as the moderates age. So they had the constitution being loyal to the British rule, and here they following the method of praying, pleading and agitation. So here these are here who are the leaders of this moderate party. So here some important members are there. So Dadabhai Nauroji, Surendranath Banerjee, Gopal Krishna Godpale, Mahadeva Govinda Ranade, and other are the main members of this moderate. Okay, so here these are the peoples who started the moderate, and by the struggle of they and hard work of these all peoples they got the entry in legislative assembly. So next now demand of the moderates. In that here I am going to explain you important moderate leaders. So demands of the moderates. Freedom of speech and publication, separations of the judiciary from executive, reduction in military expenses, installation of primary, secondary and technical education, cancellation of ban on weapons and Weapons Act, provision of banking, irrigations, medical and health facilities, complete cancelled of tax on salt, conducting of ICS exam for all same time here in England and India, creating a representation for Indians in central and provisional legislative assembly, appointing Indians to high post, etc. So these all demands are from the moderates peoples. So here these all things they want in the British government. They only ruling at the time. So then 1905 to 1919. So here in this the main members are here Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Bibin Chandrapal. So these three people they are calling Lal, Bal and Pal. So the moderate were unable to reach the common people. The method of praying and pleading of the modern were radical. Means here it is laughing by the all peoples. So by radicals as the policy of Medicacy, youth could not get attracted towards them. A new group emerged in the Congress which questioned the wait and see policy. Here they have the policy that is the wait and see. So these moderates, they were the radical Lal means these three persons. Lala Rajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bipin Chandra Pal were the leaders of this group, means this radical group. So here this Tilak and here Lal, Bal and Pal, these three members. So the group were popularly known as Lal, Bal and Pal. So here the period between 1905 and 1919 is considered as the age of radical here, means revolutionary peoples. So reason that lead to the growth of radical. Why this group, separate group started? So ignoring Indians for higher post in administration. Here Britishers, they're not giving the high post. So that's why here we also take Indian also taking the same qualification and they also taking same qualification. But for them high post they are appointing, but Indian people they are not giving. So that's why this one point. And Lord Curzon in judgments in commercial, political and dividing Bengal in 1905. Here they divide the Bengal also. This is also one point. Then the defeat on Russia in the hands of a small nation, Japan, in 1905, created confidence that Asian could defeat Europe. Japanese, they defeated this Russian people. So in 1905, that one got the confidence here Indian to they will defeat the Asia will defeat the Europeans like this. So Indians were inspired by the revolutionary movement which were active in Ireland, Russia, China, Turkey, Egypt, and other countries. So these are the main point for becoming new group, that is the radical. Here Bal Gangadhar Tilak was a great patriotian. His immensity of desire for freedom could be sensed in his proclamation. Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. He's saying that Swaraj is birthright and he have it means here he's saying that Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. He is a free and he will get it that one from the Britishers. So he brought people close and enact by introducing Ganesh and Shivaji festival. He published a newspaper like Maratha and Kesari. They started the newspaper. So in newspaper, he inspired the people's political messages they started giving in the newspapers. Then Bipin Chandra Pal started the Daily News India, while Aurobindo started Vande Mataram. Lala Rajpat Roy was popular as the Lion of Punjab. Here, all these people they started one by one newspapers and they inspiring the peoples. So here he wrote it, we get Swaraj as a right and not as a limb. So here Bipin Chandra Pal organized mass protests in Bengal. Another important radical leader was Aurobindo Ghosh. He adopted the radical method like boycotting foreign goods. Here, Aurobindo Ghosh, they boycotting the foreign goods, maybe anything that one. So here, using only Swadesh goods and opening national schools also. These all things they started. Next point, that is the partition of Bengal 1905. So an important event that inspired the national struggle of the radical was the partition of Bengal in 1905. So the British were annexed as the wave of nationalism in Bengal was getting a strong input. Hence, in order to bring down the revolution, here nationalism started in because here Bengal, here Lord Curzon he divided the Bengal by separating Hindu and Muslims on the basis of religion differences. He divided this Bengal. So here, in opposition to this division, 16th October 1905 was observed as National Mourning Day brought throughout Bengal. Rabindranath Tagore sang the song Amar Sono Bengal as the national song here. Then again, Bipin Chandra Pal, he started Vande Mataram, become the song of the patriots. So here, to sign the unity of Bengal, Hindus and Muslims exchanged Rakhi, unable to withstanding here. So the strong protects the British had to cancel the partition in 1911. So here Lord Curzon he divided the Bengal in Hindus and Muslims half up in 1905. But these all peoples they started the revolution against the Britishers. So Britishers after this 1905 in 1911 they stopped that divide and again they done this Bengal one. So here next point establishment of Muslim League in 1906 here. So the British always tried to keep the Muslims away from the national movement by using divided and rule policy. Here Britishers they want to keep the Muslims away from the nationalism. Here they are saying that you do new group, you start the new organization like this. So the right from the day of establishment of Indian National Congress, British were encouraging Muslims to establish a separate organization to protect the interests of their community. Britishers they started the divide and rule like this. When the Congress, Indian National Congress started, at that time only these Britishers they started to divide the Indians in Hindu and Muslims. So in 1906, a Muslim committee met the Then Victory of India, Lord Mento, he inspired by the meeting Sir Aga Khan, Nawab Salimullah of Dhaka and others established the Indian Muslim League in Dhaka. This is the capital of Bangladesh in present. So in 1906, this Muslim League, Muslim Committee, it's started new. So then next, 7 point, that is the Surat crisis in 1907. On the ground of controversy over Bengal partition, the radical held agitation on Swadeshi and prohibition of foreign goods. The moderates wanted to confine the protest only to Bengal. Moreover, they were not ready for the direct confrontations with the government. This led to the outburst of difference between the moderates and the radicals, given way to political confusion in the Congress. In the 1907 Congress session held at Surat, Congress was split into two between moderate and radical. Here, this in Surat crisis 1907 it started. So at that time, here moderates and radicals they both started opposing each other. So here moderates they are listening silently, but radicals they want the revolution against the Britishers. So here in 1907, Congress session held at Surat. At that time, this Congress was divided in two parts, moderates and radicals. After the split, after the difference between the Congress, the government took several punitive measures against the radicals. Tilak was given black water punishment and was sent to Madhwal in jail in Burma. So by this way here, these all peoples they are moving other place means they are the revolutionaries, so that's why they got the punishments. Then again to make the radicals political inactive, the British tried to win the favor of the Muslims by giving greater representation in the legislature. So to carry out this intention, Morvale Minto reforms were implemented in 1909. In this act, they created a separate election constituency for the Muslims. Meanwhile, First World War broke out in 1914. So here, Lokmanya Tilak and Anne Besant organized home rule movement. So by this way here, they started the home rule. So this one, it will become little bit popular. Home rule. What is the home rule here? Home rule means this movement was inspired by Irish home rule movement. Its main object was to bring self-government in India. Self-government, not by British government. So here, Tilak and Anne Besant started home rule movement separately in Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra in the year 1916. So next point, that is the Rolvet Act 1919. So here, Rolvet Act 1919. In December 1917, a committee was formed under the guidance of Justice Rolvet. So here, its purpose was to suppress the revolutionary activities in India. So here, they want to stop the revolutionary activities. So here, ultimately, the Rolvet Act was implemented in February 1919. So 1919 they started in February 1919. So here this people here by the Britishers here, according to this act, on account of suppression, government could arrest any person without giving any reason. Without any reason, they can arrest the peoples. Then maybe from house or where they are staying from there. The arrested person could not even appoint a lawyer also. They're not appointing the lawyer also, means they not have the right to appoint the lawyer by the act of this Rolvet Act in 1919. So by this way here Indians oppose this act very strongly. So here that is also stopped. Then Jallianwala Bagh 1919. So this Jallianwala Bagh it started no sooner did Gandhiji started satyagraha against the Rolvet Act. Agitation began in various parts of Punjab. So on 13th April 1919, a meeting was called in Jallianwala Bagh Garden. So this garden is very big. Many people they join, and it have only one entrance. That entrance Britishers they close when they know the about this meeting. So here this bag means this garden is near the golden, little bit for our far away from the golden temple in Amritsar. The intention was to demonstrate against the arrest of the leaders, means which leaders they arrested by these Britishers. So for them, here they started the meeting. Dr. Saifuddin Kicholo and Dr. Satya Pal in the meeting they came. So here the security officer of Amritsar Journal Day in order to teach a lesson to the protesting people. Here they want to teach the peoples. So here these two peoples they are the leaders, Dr. Saifuddin and Dr. Satya Pal. So these two people they are conducted the meeting. Many people gathered in this garden. So here this journal day he want to teach these people. So here he given the order to open fire at unarmed these innocent people. So here only one exit is there for that park. That one they closed and they started the shooting. So at that time many people they died. Here by the according to the record of the government, means British government, they saying that only 379 people are died. But here in reality it is less. Comparing that at that time that garden many peoples are there, maybe 1,000 people. So all they are died. So that one also one problem. So for opposing the Britishers. Then next, revolutionary nationalism. So revolutionary nationalism. Some of the radicals set themselves for armed revolution. So here they started the armed revolution. By this way here, some of the radicals set themselves for armed revolution here. So they were called as revolutionary nationalists. Their aim was to fit the at the earliest complaints freedom for India. Intention, protest, and a tendency of this sacrificing was the basic concept of revolutionary nationalism here in this. So that's why they started the revolutionary nationalism. Vasudev Balwant Padkar was the first among the revolutionary who formed secret organization. Damodar and Bala of the secret organization and hanged till death by the life for the freedom's sake. They are the revolutionary. Other noteworthy revolutionaries of national were Vinayak Damodar Sankara, then Kudi Ram Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad, and Bhagat Singh. These all peoples also want to freedom from the Britishers. So here Ram was the first matric to be hanged in the history of Indian freedom struggle in 1908. So at that time, his age was just 19 years, only 19 years. So here, Vinayak Damodar Saukar was another revolutionary in 1899. So he set up the first secret organization, Mitra Mela. The British government sentenced him for his imprisonment and sent him to Andaman jail. After independence, Indian government enacted here his status in Andaman jail where he endured brutal physical torture. So Chandrasekhar Azad joined Hindustan Socialist Republican here. So here social association by this they started. So and was a important secret association they're doing. So here in same case like the Kakoki Kakori conspiracy, bombing the Legislative Assembly Hall and firing at British officer Sandarshan in Lahore. So this one happening. In order to escape the British soldier, Azad fought at along. He killed that people and he fought with the Britishers alone, and he have only some small pistol. So on finding the last bullet in the his pistol, he shoot himself to keep his view of the means he took the what is that means he not going in the hands of the Britishers before going in arresting with them, he had to kill himself.